Hello guys, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Today is February 4th. Got Ganon back, got his helmet on. I thought I lost that before, but apparently it was in my inventory. I'm not going to do DLC right now. I'll do that next session. Today, I'm going to finish up what I believe are the remaining side quests in the game. I went to the wiki page, I looked up a bunch of them, and was like, that doesn't look familiar. And then so I got like 10 listed here on Notepad, and a very, very, very good and superior program. Beats Microsoft Word in every goddamn way. Not! But anyways, yeah, I am going to get a couple of unique weapons as well. But here, anyways, this isn't really a quest per se, but it's an unmarked thing, and I was like, that seems kind of interesting. Maybe I'll try that. So, Jake Irwin, what is up?
I heard you stopped the Omerta's plan to attack the Strip. Good job, you're a real hero.
What's happening on the Strip?
Us troopers mostly come to the Strip for our R&R. We blow off some steam by gambling, drinking, partying, or fighting. If you're looking for a good time, I'd suggest hitting up Gomorrah. The girls there are pretty nice, if you know what I mean.
Tell me about yourself.
What have you heard? I know people think I'm a little on the wild side, but I'm just trying to have fun, you know? Just because I happen to get into fights and like to pull pranks doesn't mean anything.
What do you know about the ambassador?
He's a little stiff and stuffy. Doesn't leave the office that much, always surrounds himself with papers and reports. I've always wanted to play a prank on him, but there's no way I could ever pull that off without getting in trouble from Captain Pappas.
Ooh, a prank, you say?
Yeah, I got a few ideas that I'm working on. Maybe I'll let you in on it once I have something.
What? You don't have it now? This is bullshit. What can you tell me about Captain Pappas?
Now, she may be a bit of a hard ass, but she's the best damn captain we've had here. I'd be careful around her. You don't want to get on our bad side. He's a little... Yeah, I got a few ideas.
Well, that is lame. I thought he would have one. That is bullshit. Hey, Pappas!
I wanted to thank you for stopping the Omertas. That could have gone poorly for us if it wasn't for you.
What? I'd like to report a murder at Gomorrah.
Murder? What kind of murder? Do you have any proof?
Oh, this is new to me. I found a dead girl in Gomorrah. It's been a long time. She might be rotted now, but she's there.
Well, that's something. But I can't go in there without proof of foul play.
What? What? This is bullshit, Dorolingus. What's happening on the Strip?
Yeah, more the usual. We're keeping an eye on the troopers to make sure they don't do anything stupid. Yeah, the only stupid one we've had lately is Private Irwin. He's starting to cause more trouble than he's worth.
What can you tell me about the ambassador?
Crocker isn't too bad. He mostly stays in his office now. If you have any questions about the embassy, you should ask him. He'll talk your ear off.
You know what? I'd like to know more about you.
Not much to tell. Keeping the troopers in line and monitoring the Strip keeps me busy. It's my job, and I'm gonna do it well. Now, if that's all, I've got work to do.
But I wanted to...
Bye.
No dates. Alright. Irwin, do you have shit?
So you're the one that went into the Lucky 38. I bet that was pretty creepy.
Totally
what can I do
creepy.
for you?
I want to do the prank, man. Why can't I do the prank?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not really gonna do it.
Yeah, that is total bullshit. Well, I guess I'm not doing this. The wiki page never said that this would be unlocked at a later date or something. It just said, hey, talk to him about the prank and you can do a prank with him. But, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's a phone. Why is the phone on the floor? I'll just, pick that up right there. Lisa,
Welcome back.
Hi.
What can I do for you this time?
Nothing, because you don't want to ever tell me about yourself. So anyways, yeah, I'm not doing the DLC right now because I'm still thinking about which one I want to do. You know, Old World Blues or Lonesome Road. I'm thinking, I want to do, well, Lonesome Road, the story is stronger, I would say. But Old World Blues does have some nice rewards. So I might do that one first. But at the same time, Lonesome Road, it's like, there's a lot of shit going on, and, I don't want to deal with, like, a lot of freezing, which I am surprised. I can't believe I didn't mention this last session, but I didn't freeze it all last session. Yeah, I think one time I just restarted my game because it was running a little slow, but it didn't actually, like, freeze like other sessions have continuously. Yeah, I need to go back and get Rex, too. I forgot about that. So anyways, what can we do now? I'm just going to take off. I'm just going to delete these as they go, going down the list. So next up, we need to go talk to Rotface in Freeside. Where is Freeside? Freeside is... Actually, you know, I don't know which one he's closest to. Let's just go Eastgate. I want to talk to Rotface. This is not a quest in the usual sense either. It's considered unmarked, which is a little weird. I don't They have weird criteria for the unmarked quests in this game. You know, sometimes it's like, oh, walk over here and pick this thing up. Like that's getting All-American was considered an unmarked quest. Like that doesn't. That shouldn't even be considered anything of a quest. You know, opening the fucking door to the armory was more of a quest than just simply picking up the gun. And, you know, I would have, you know, they're trivial matters. They're not really quests. They're just completely small, trivialized bullshit. And anyways, the thing we're doing at Rotface... Oh, this put me outside. That's awesome. I like going outside. Oh, and I also did get ammo for my Light and Shining Darkness pistol. But the Rotface thing, he sells you tips. The tips are useless, but after you buy all 30 of them, it unlocks, or it doesn't unlock, but it can spawn in a new item that is a nice homage to Fallout 3. Oh, are you Rotface?
Hey.
Oh boy, it's Rotface. So yeah, we gotta listen to all 30 of his tips.
You're the one who's been
what
going
the
around
fuck
helping
you want?
people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
Oh boy, opinion nuts. Thanks! Thanks! Thanks, guy!
Bang, 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 bang,
Hey,
bang.
Rick and Mouths. Alright, are you banging? No, unacceptable. So anyways, yeah, we gotta listen to his 30 tips, and that gets a new item that was actually in Fallout 3. I'm not gonna tell you what it was, and there's actually a glitch to where it might not spawn, so let's hope that I don't get that. Okay, Rotface, what is up?
Hey, buddy, spare a cap? I can make it worth your while.
Sure, here you go.
The first thing you should know is that Freeside is run by a pack of yahoos that call themselves the Kings.
Yahoos?
Their leader, who oddly enough calls himself the King, currently has his hands full trying to prevent an all-out riot in Freeside. That's 2 tips, but what the hell? You're a new customer,
What
so
was
the
the
extra
first
one's
one?
on me. Wanna
Probably
hear
did that at the
another?
beginning of the game. Sure, here you go.
The Strip is run by the 3 families, who owe their allegiance to Mr. House. When he first showed up, he gave the local tribes the choice of working with him, or getting the hell out of his way. Given how things turned out, I know which way I'd have gone. But hindsight's 20/20, right? What do you say? Want another tip?
Sure, here you go.
Ever hear of the gun runners? They
No.
sell just about every kind of firearm you can imagine. And some you probably couldn't. I got more where that came from. Want another?
Sure.
Traders have been griping for a while now about I-15 being too dangerous to travel. I'd steer clear of it unless you're armed to the teeth. I got more where that came from. Want another?
Sure.
The chairmen run a casino on the Strip called The Tops. It's a pretty classy place by all reports. I haven't been there myself, but I hear security there is kinda tight. That one was pretty good, right? How about another?
Sure.
Things have generally been bad here for the squatters, the people who came here hoping for a better life and just got stuck. But lately, the mood has changed. The squatters seem to be a bit more optimistic. I wonder what happened. I got more where that came from. Want another?
Sure.
Mention the NCR and people around here get a little on edge. There's talk that they're going to take over all of New Vegas. It doesn't help that they've got military camps all over the place, and more troops pour into the area daily. What do you say? Want another tip?
Sure!
There was a rumor a while back that the White Glove Society was really an all-ghoul gang, which is why they wear those weird masks of theirs. What do you think? Would I look good in a mask? Maybe I'd make more caps. That one was pretty good, right? How about another?
Sure.
Have you been to Mick and Ralph's yet? They run a store just down the street and sell some things you might not expect. That one was pretty good, right? How about another?
That was a shitty tip. They're 2 feet to my left. Psh. Hey, I'm wearing clothes. Ha ha. How about some caps for that amazing tip? Fuck you. I want another tip. They're so useful.
Drugs are everywhere in Freeside, and even people you might not expect have become addicts. Jacob Hoff, for instance. That man was a brilliant chemist before he picked up the habit. Now, just another junkie. That King Pacer's a fan of Jet, too, though I heard one of the followers talking about it being dangerous for him. Something about his heart. Do yourself a favor and stay away from that stuff, okay? I got more where that came from. Want another?
Sure.
At the northwest end of Fremont Street, you'll find the Silver Rush. It's run by a rather scary family called the Van Graffs. These are not people you want to mess with. But if lasers and such are your thing, the goods they sell are second to none.
They're
I got
dead.
more where that came from. Want another?
Sure.
He might not look it, but Ralph for Mick and Ralph's is no slouch with a keyboard. I've heard he's helped reprogram several robots in his time. That one was pretty good, right? How about another?
Sure.
Saw a strange thing the other day. The king took that robo-dog of his over to the old Mormon fort. Weird thing was that the dog was flipping out and had to be restrained by a few of the king's men. Hope he doesn't get loose. What do you say? Want another tip?
Sure.
Northwest of the big Freeside sign is a casino called the Atomic Wrangler. It's not as fancy as the ones on the Strip, but there's still plenty of excitement to be found there. That one was pretty good, right? How about another?
Sure.
While everyone knows Mr. House runs New Vegas, no one knows the first thing about him. He just sorta showed up a few years back, and everything you see around you is the result. Just who in the hell is he?
Your mother.
I got more where that came from. Want another?
Sure.
There's a guy out on the main drag who sells secondhand adventuring gear. He's got an okay selection. But where does it come from? What do you say? Want another tip?
Sure, Satan.
The NCR used to run a prison to the southwest, but something happened a little while back, and now all you'll get is hard looks if you ask about it. What do you say? Want another tip?
Sure.
Have you tried going to the Strip only to be stopped by those big metal murder machines? Happens every day around here. But if you know the right people, you can get through the gate without being a rich man. I got more where that came from. Want another?
Sure.
A traveler that passed through here not long ago told everyone he met that there's some kind of plant paradise to the west, where food is abundant. All the people foolish enough to listen to him and head out that way never came back. I got more where that came from. Want another?
Sure.
I've heard the Garretts over at the Atomic Wrangler are having a hard time collecting some money owed to them. An enterprising person like yourself might be able to make some caps helping them with their little problem.
Oh yeah? I
I
already
got more
did.
where that came from. Want
I've already done
another?
like half of this shit. Sure.
There's a rumor that a huge army is camped to the east, massing to attack the NCR. Like that'd ever happen.
I know,
Who in
right?
the world could stand up to the NCR and win? I got more where that came from. one another.
Sure!
I probably don't have to tell you that Freeside's dangerous, but you might want to think twice about hiring one of those guards at the gates. They're not all saints, is all I'm saying. What do you say? Want another tip?
Sure, make it stop, though.
I heard something about a town south of here being attacked, but details are sketchy. All I know is there haven't been any refugees showing up here, which means either the attack wasn't too bad, or it was very, very bad. What do you say? Want another tip?
Sure thing, man.
I've heard people passing through mention some kind of underground fights pitting creatures of the waste against one another for sport. And when I say underground, that's their word I'm using, not my own. That one was pretty good, right? How about another?
Sure.
If you've been around the Kings, you may have met one of them named Pacer. He's always stomping around trying to show off his authority. Being new, you weren't around when it happened, but a few months ago, Pacer pissed off the Van Graff family big time. No one knows what went down, but word is the Van Graffs still want him dead. I got more where that came from. Want another?
Sure.
In the area between the north and east gates is the old Mormon fort, where the followers of the apocalypse have set themselves up. The followers aren't a bad bunch, and provide healing and supplies to the people of Freeside as they can. What do you say? Want another tip?
Sure.
People in Freeside generally fall into one of two categories. Those who've been here all their lives call themselves locals. When people from the NCR and other places started pouring in, the locals began referring to them as squatters, and the name stuck. The locals blame the squatters for the scarcity of resources in Freeside, and the squatters blame any act of violence against them on the locals. They're both right to some extent, and violent outbreaks between the two are all too common these days. I got more where that came from.
Fuck! I just want this to be done! Sure!
Caught a rumor the other day that some of the clientele over at the Wrangler have been making some rather strange requests. Stuff like weirdos wanting the services of ghouls and such. I almost have half a mind to volunteer myself. Sexy beast that I am.
Nope, I'm
What
not
do you
convinced.
say? Want another tip?
Ugh. Sure, here you go.
The Omertas, one of Mr. House's 3 families, run a casino called Gomorrah on the Strip. If you thought the Wrangler was something, you owe it to yourself to go there.
No, the Wrangler is
That
nothing.
one was pretty good, right? How about another?
How about your mother? Sure.
East of Freeside, there's an old Air Force base, judging by the road signs. No one knows for sure what's in there, though, on account of anyone approaching the place getting violently blown up. I got more where that came from. Want another?
Sorry, maybe another time.
I understand. Well, have a good day.
Yay, am I done?
Ah, my favorite customer. Got a cap for me?
Sorry, maybe another
I
time.
understand. Well, have a good day.
Oh boy. Now let's wait 2 days, BRB. Well guys, bad news. The hat glitched. It's not appearing. But anyways, he was supposed to come back with Eulogy Jones's hat. Now if you don't know, Eulogy Jones was a black slave trader in Fallout 3. He was at Paradise Falls, he wore a red suit, and he had Clover, one of the other companions that you can buy if you are evil, but your reputation or your karma doesn't matter after the fact. So that was you could get that hat.
Morning.
And the hat was even in Fallout 3.
You're the one who's been
God damn it, fuck off. Now I probably should have manual saved before I listened to those tips and then just went through them all if they didn't, or like reloaded and went through them all if it didn't work. But anyways, yeah, he was supposed to have it on his hat, or his head, and it would be in his inventory, he'd drop it, whatever. But since it's not there, I wasted all your guys' time. Oh boy, I hope you loved it. Okay, so now, actually before I... Well, we do need to go to North Vegas Square for a second, but I need to go get Rex. So I will BRB.